Hi friends, it's me Olivia. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm really happy to see each of you, and before we start today's amazing topic, please make sure that you subscribe and follow my Telegram channel. By the way, link below this video. So today I want to tell you how to read the foreign exchange rates by properly controlling and monitoring candlesticks analysis. My God, it's going to be very useful for your own profitable session. Make yourself comfortable and I'm ready to begin. So I will choose from the indicators panel some of my helping indicators. Friends, what will it be? Okay, I will select the zigzag, and among the oscillators I will pick also the RCI index. Yes, that will be quite useful for me to rely on the graphic and to talk with you about the candles. So here we face the chart consisted of two lines, two axes here, and the horizontal axis and the vertical one. And the horizontal dimension presents the time. Here you see the time, and the vertical one is for the changes of the price. Friends, here you can see this point, which is showing us that the red candle is still here, and here we see that the green line is growing up, is going to grow up. And I will put here in my investment the amount of about $110 here and be ready for put option right now. So you see, my friends, that the main task of the candles is to increase the efficiency of the market view and any part of this graph. For example, from this very part, any part of the graph is the beginning from some price, right? So there is a part of time during this part, for example, the view from this candle, and with this part of time you can see the diversity of the price within those various colored candles. And as for the color, okay, if the price is going or went in up direction, then the candlestick will be colored green. Look here. Here you can see this situation, for example, and if the next time the price is going down, then the candle will be red color, right? So let's move on and see what we have in our second currency ratio, Switzerland franc according to Japanese yen. Here we see the current situation, and zigzags shows us that we are going up in up direction, friends, and there are the situations when the graphic demonstrates us that the great quantity of the green and great quantity of the red. Perfect. Here we see the beginning of perhaps red quantity of red candles. That's amazing, and by now, my friends, I think that we have time to put the investment of $200 here and be ready for call option right now. Let's go. So from this part we will talk about the different candlesticks, different type of candlesticks. And first of all, I want to tell you that there are three types of candlesticks. There are the bullish candlestick, the bullish ones which demonstrate the upper trend. There are the bearish candles that demonstrate as the, for example, in this situation, the lower trend. And there are the dodgy ones, when the opening and the closing price stays at the same level, friends, and you cannot necessarily predict the situation and the current situation. For example, let's see what we have in a third currency pair, and I will show you some dodgy situation. Let's zoom out, and well, I think that we cannot say that there are some dodgy situation here, but except for this, maybe because the price was around the same level. But let's stay here and zoom in the graphic, and let's talk about the time interval. So we are learned that if the opening price is on the top and it ends up in the bottom, for example, here we have by now that very situation, and the candle will be colored red. and vice versa. If the opening price, for example, from here starts from the bottom, and if you see that the closing price went straight on the top, then the candlesticks is a green colored, friends. And with with the help of these candles, we can also choose the time interval if needed. So this is for us to see the lowest and the highest quotations, and this help allows us to make further predictions, friends, and further trading, of course. So let's stay here and let's put in the amount of $400 here, and I think it's quite time for us to press put option right now. So here we are having a big sum of money in our account, but I propose you to talk about the weeks, friends, and let's go to the first currency pair. Well, let's have a talk, small talk. Let's chat about the weeks. So here in the interesting situation concerning the weeks here, because we see in the end of graph the weeks of the candles are not so long, and we can pick any duration for candles as far as we learned, and these are the duration from 1 minute interval here shows here. Okay, but if we need to see more graphic with, for example, 30 minutes duration candles, the view of candles will be changed. So of course, and then we will see, for example, the next graphic in of 30 minutes, the possible duration, and it will show us the beginning and the end. For example, in this situation, the beginning and the end of the price with the possible deviations during the time of the interval. And also, the diversity is shown by the thinner exact lines, like around the candle itself. So we can say that it is the wick, and the lines, the thinner lines around the candle is around each candle wick. So let's make a big, and I will put here, this is the definite situation, and put here around $700 and be ready for put option right now, friends. So lucky we are, friends, and I'm really happy to say that today we have learned many interesting entertaining graphics with the wicks, so with the color of the candles. And let's move on to see what we have in our second currency ratio, and let's keep on talking about the length of the candle. So here we see a great and huge variety of different lengths of the candles. Friends, the length of the candles consists on the demonstration of the dimension of the opening price. For example, from these and the closing price and the probable deviation between the lowest and highest prices during the chosen lifetime frames. And as far as we see, we are selected 1 minute time frame. So here we have an appealing situation with the greens, and I think that we have time to move on to make an investment of thousands of dollars here and be ready for call option right now, friends. Let's do that. So lucky we are again, and I think that it was the signal of the Takori candle. And let's talk right now about the forms and sizes that formulate the patterns of each candle, friends. And let's move on to our third currency, Euro and Great Britain pound. And here we see a rich history of growing up, and also by the same time I see definitely not so long and not so short. The wicks are around the candles, and you see the experienced old school professionals, they have already named some patterns for us. That's absolutely sweet. They are considering the size of the candle, and that size should give us some predictions, friend. And for example, the most famous form of the candle here, you see this one, is the Mary Bozu candle, so which speciality is about the absence of the wick itself. As you can see, this quite small wick here, you can't even see it, and you see its huge body, and this shows us the continuous trend of, for example, bullish. And as we can see it, sometimes you can see that the Mary Bozu is here with the bearish market, and Mary Bozu is here with the bullish one. So let's make a big of $1,000 here and be ready for put option right now, friends. So here we are having our patterns concerning the Mary Bozu trend, friends. And as if you are trading 1 minute time frame, you need to rely always on the sticks nearby. That could help you to see the right moment. There was some kind of beginning of a new trend here, and Mary Bozus are very helpful in predicting the continuous trend for a big time frame. Let's have a look on what we have in our first panel with our ratio, New Zealand dollar and Canadian dollar. And here we are interesting situation. Captivating beginning with the bullish market, and we haven't even talked about the other trends, dodgy trends, friends. And as for the fact that I wanted to talk to you about them, I can list you the main 3 types of wicks of candles. The dodgy types of wicks, okay. There are those very dodgy wicks. It is about the absence of the body. Let's zoom out and see the situation when we see the dodgy itself. The dodgy ones, and you can see at least one of the dodgy patterns, and also there is a shining top, there are spinning tops with the short real body and long shade above or below. For example, this one and this one. We can also see the Takori. Takori is, I will show you the Takori. It is about then this one. This one is about the Takori. Firstly, this is about the view when it reflects the end of the pattern, the end of the trend, and the possible reversal of price. So let's zoom into to see the whole situation here. Yes, and I will put here $2,000, friends, in my investment, and be ready for call option right now. You can see that we are definitely won, and it was really predictable because we saw the patterns concerning the spinning top, and I relied on these spinning top patterns, friends, and it's predicted me the price reversal here. Amazing. My dear friends, I really love this session, and if you want to discuss more about how to read graphic, please follow my Telegram, the link below this video. Don't forget, keep your finger on the bell. Do not miss next video. I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.